Oh, BeardGames!
3, 2, 1!
Hello and welcome to BeardGames. I'm Lewis Moore.
And I'm Tom Batsford.
We're two programmers for the team, and then we've also got two artists, David Harris and Matt Floyd, and we're here to demonstrate our entry for the 2010 Imagine Cup. It's the game Salvation.
As you can see from this, we have an interactive map at the start of the game that just simply displays a UI for the overall game. It's going to show the levels and the levels to unlock. It also shows the countries involved in each level, because we had to split up the map for less levels, and also the mortality rates for each level and the overall for Africa, which is what we're essentially going to be decreasing. It also shows the shape of the map and the doctor who will be prominent within our game.
The art style in Salvation is designed to be appealing to a wide range of audiences. The environments and characters are simplistic yet visually arresting for the player, with bright colours removing the morbid edge of the theme and replacing it with an active optimism. For sake of continuity, the style and appearance of the game is consistent throughout the levels, much of the UI, environments and characters retaining their distinctive imagery.
Cheers for that, Dave. We'll now go on to the levels.
Right, the game's quite simple. The player must ask the individual at the desk what they need to specifically reduce child mortality in their village or for themselves. Once an item's been asked for by the individual, the player tries to collect the collect item from one of the 4 stations. If the correct item has been collected and returned to the individual at the desk, a parcel is left on the desk to reward players with points for that level. Points won't have an effect on the mortality, they're just an in-game bonus which will hopefully in the future enable you to buy power-ups such as double walking speed, being able to build 2 items in the station at once, being able to carry 2 items at once, stuff like that. So they should add an extra element to the game.
Fear not. For each person that receives the wrong item or time out before you give them the package, the death per 1,000 doesn't drop for that country. It's purely affected by reducing it by giving them the correct item within the time limit. We added real life death per 1,000 to keep the game more realistic. We started from the year 2000 and we're going to the year 2015 to keep in line with the goals. As you can see from the UI, the doctor is there to guide the player through the game, occasionally having to step in and give messages to help him through. If the player gives the wrong item, or the player gets the item but doesn't give it to the customer in time, the doctor steps in and has to give the customer a hand, displaying a message at the bottom telling him that he had done so.
So at the end of the level, we see this screen, which is the results for the level. It gives the player feedback on how well they've done. It shows the mortality rate at the beginning of the level, what the target was for the level, and what you actually achieved. And then works out a grade, which sets a standard for personal achievement. Basically goes on how many people you helped and how many you didn't help quick enough or gave the wrong aid to. Also shows the points for the level, which are based solely on the amount of packages you pick up, and then all the points and the child mortality rate that you got from the level directly feeds back to the map screen, allowing the player to track his progress and see his impact on the overall African goal.
You may have seen the temporary ad bar at the bottom. This is the key feature of our game. The ad bar raises money from live ads and gives the money directly to charity. This will be helping real-life children across the world. The money raised with the adverts is given to charities trying to help with the Millennium Goals, specifically child mortality. In-game feedback will be given and shown to the player when he has played the game for a certain period of time. This may say, "Congratulations, you have raised 50p. This is enough to purchase 2 mosquito nets in Africa." This will enable the player to see how he is directly benefiting the real world and how little needs to be spent to make a difference.